Hey everybody, AC here, and welcome back to another episode of Danny Phantom Vlogs Revisit. This time we're talking about the episode My Brother's Keeper, and in this episode we get introduced to the villain Spectra, who is kind of a reoccurring villain. She shows up exactly 3 times. She shows up in exactly 3 episodes. 2 of which she's the main threat. The third one, she's part of a team. And she's an okay threat. I feel like she wasn't really much of a threat in the first time around. The next time we meet her, she's a much bigger threat the next time we meet her, and I actually like that episode with her more than this one. This one was just okay. This was just an okay episode. It wasn't bad by any means. But it's not a great episode either. The most interesting part of this episode is the fact that Jazz, Danny's sister, figures out his secret. She figures out that he's part ghost. She doesn't force him to tell her. Instead, she just decides, I'm just gonna silently support him from behind the scenes. He can tell me when he's ready. And I like that. That's really sweet, because it shows she cares about her little brother. Up until now in the show, Jazz has been kind of a nag, honestly. She always feels like she has to be right about everything, and she doesn't she talks down to Danny. She talks down to Danny like he's an idiot. He's an impressionable little kid. He's a teenager. He's only a couple years younger than her. He's not that much younger than her. So it feels very degrading the way she treats him. But here in this episode, you can really tell that she cares very much for her little brother, and she just wants him to be safe, and she wants him to have a good future. And that, I enjoy that whole brotherly sisterly bond. I have 3 sisters, and I wish any of them treated me with the same amount of respect that Jazz treats Danny in this episode. But this was definitely a good episode. If I have to put a grade on it, I like it more than Mystery Meat, so C+. I would say a C+ is a pretty good grade to give this episode. So, not a great introduction to Spectra, but the whole part with Jazz was the big focal point of the episode. That was the big emotional crux of the episode. And I thought that was done really well. Yeah, that's all I really got. So, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everybody.